And the sonic boom passes across the Florida Space Coast. It's the Falcon 9 first stage. Makes a pinpoint landing back at landing zone 1 at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station.
LZ1, the F9 has landed. Landing operators proceed to procedure 11.100, section 3 on LZ1 net.
Meanwhile, in space, stage 2 of the Falcon 9 continues to carry the Dragon spacecraft.
Well, Dave, the SpaceX Falcon 9 is going to launch from Vandenberg Air Force Base, and it's going to launch in just about a minute, maybe a little less here, and we should be able to see it right here in our night sky. And what's going to be very cool is because the sun isn't completely down on the West Coast, we should then see the sun hit the rocket. I'm going to get out of the way just in case this thing launches so that we can see it when it does. It's scheduled to launch at 5:27 and 23 seconds. Right now, I've got just shortly after 5:27, so we are waiting right now. This should be coming up at any moment, so we just have to keep our eyes on it. This is part of the Iridium 4 mission, and so what this Falcon 9 is it's a rocket that they use to launch communication satellites into the air and to get those into space. And these are really extraordinary because this particular type of rocket can actually take off and land. And there it is. You can see it right there. That red flare off in the distance. That is it going straight up. That's all the way from Vandenberg. That is extraordinary that we can see that from this far away. Just absolutely incredible right there. And it's going to go pretty high. Watch it go. And shortly we should see that sun hit it in just a bit. You can just see it rising straight up from the horizon. There we go. It's starting to tilt a little bit. Gosh, what a sight to see, and one of the few things that I guess we'd all be very happy to say that we saw right as the year was coming to a close. And look at how just immensely bright it is, and again, all the way from Vandenberg, so far away, traveling so quickly through the night sky. And with sunset not even complete, just an absolute beautiful sight here. And look, and here's where we're going to see the sun hit it as it gets high enough. Absolutely extraordinary. It's like a shooting star in reverse. Now, I want to mention that this Falcon 9 is capable of actually carrying 10 satellites into space. So this thing is massive in its own right, and such a great thing to be watching here. And here we go. Now you see the sun hitting it. Look at that. Really taking off now. My goodness. And now you'll see it continue to shine through the night sky as it hits another thrust set right there. Just see the trail it's leaving behind. Absolutely amazing. And to describe it to you, and you can see it, but from the ground it almost looks as though a cloud of smoke with its own mind is just shooting through the sky. This is absolutely incredible. Again, you're watching the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launch from Vandenberg Air Force Base, this visible from Bakersfield. Absolutely incredible.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff, Falcon 9.
Vehicles cleared the tower.
Radar propulsion nominal.
Moving to 3 knot 170. Power and telemetry are nominal.
T plus a minute 10 into flight. We've just gone through throttle down and throttle back up of the Falcon 9 first stage engines. We've gone through max Q on the first stage. First stage continues to look good on the engines, headed downrange away from Vandenberg Air Force Base. We're chilling in the MVAC engine 2 minutes into flight, getting it ready for ignition. Next major event coming up in 30 seconds is shutdown of the 9 first stage engines, followed by stage separation and ignition of the second stage engine. Shortly after that, we hope to get a view of payload fairing separation from the second stage.
Miko.
Stage separation confirmed.
Reset from startup.
We've had successful separation and ignition of the upper stage engine. First words from propulsion, things look good on the upper stage engine and the second stage. Next up, we should see fairing separation.
Fairing separation confirmed.
You hear the applause from the team gathered around Mission Control Center here in Hawthorne. It's 5:30 in the evening. Second shift is in. They're watching the flight. Fairing separation looked very good, exposing the 10 Iridium Next satellites to the vacuum of outer space. All